You're hit. You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? So welcome to my live stream for the month of November. Reason I'm doing this on Tuesday as opposed to normally on Saturday, because again, I have Thanksgiving off. So therefore, I figured because everyone will be with their families, this will be a Thanksgiving themed based live stream. So that's why I figured we'll go ahead and touch on what happened last month and also what happened for the month of November. And if you'll probably already hear, my voice is just a little bit deeper than normal. And there is a reason behind it, because as of last month, it was a little bit crazy, because pretty much what it was is that my last month's live stream didn't really work out. I was using the live control room, and for that, the entire length of the live stream, all I saw was this, the top chat. So it was just pretty much blank. I didn't see anybody talking or chatting it up. So not using the live control room at this current moment. I figure I'd go ahead and just use the regular YouTube-based function. Now, I'm also going to talk about what I went through last week, which was my vacation. I went to the GalaxyCon in Louisville, Kentucky. It was a lot of fun. I did get 3 interviews out of the entire event. One particular interview I was not able to get was Jay Lee, mainly because he just doesn't do interviews, which is understandable and fine. I wish he would have, made an exception, but it's his prerogative. So I just want to make sure that pretty much also what I was able to unfortunately get out of the whole experience was something I never thought I would get. But if the reason you can hear my deep voice is because I have this. I have the con crud. So I have the sniffles, I have the coughs, I have everything pretty much to go along with it. For all the years of me going to conventions, I never thought I would get the con crud, but that's unfortunate because that's why I have Theraflu. So I'm going to start drinking that as opposed to my coffee that I normally do. Let's see if I can open this. Maybe I'll just do it later then. So pretty much what we're going to talk about what happened last month in the month of October, correlating with, again, also what happened for the month of November. That's with NECA Fake Pin, which is more of a fan art than an official announcement. But also we're going to talk more about Dark Horse Comics and a few other things as well. So I do hope you enjoy the live stream, and hopefully everything will be taken care of. So let's go ahead and talk about everything that's going on. So pretty much what I got out of the collection from October was this particular book, The Alien vs. Predator, The Essential Comics of Volume 1. This is a combination of both Alien vs. Predator War and Alien vs. Predator 3 World War. This pretty much correlates to everything of Majiko and Noguchi, and I was actually surprised because on the back of the book it says $25, but I didn't pay $25 for it. I only paid $17.49 for it. But in regards to the Dark Horse Comics, pretty much what it is that you have the option of a hardcover as well, the 30th anniversary Alien vs. Predator, or the original comic book series. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pick this up. More than likely I will, because it's a hardcover. I already have the paperback, and this is going to be $50 retail. But what I am excited for is Predator Hunters 3. and this is going to be pretty much a sequel to Predator Hunters issue number 2. And I'm loving the artwork. I love the wolfish biohelmet. I'm not sure exactly as to why the artist depicted a wolf type biohelmet, but I do like the blade that they chose as a shuriken. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a shuriken, but I do love there's a brand new story coming out. And I also do like the fact that not only with that, but you're getting a variant cover to it as well. This is a little bit much more gorier, which I absolutely like. And that's going to be with a severed head. There's intestines. Pretty much he did a lot of damage as a predator is supposed to. And I really do like that. Now the synopsis is the extraterrestrial insanity kicks off with ex-drug runner Rafael Herrera reliving his worst nightmare. After that horrific night when his men were slaughtered by an unearthly monster, Herrera joined up with the Predator's Hunters crew. Now, years later, cartel soldiers are being murdered in the thick jungles of Central America, indicating to Herrera that the dreaded Predators have returned to the original 1987 place of origin. So that to me is pretty cool. I'm not quite sure exactly if they're going to mention Detective Schaefer or Dutch's brother. I don't know if they're going to reference Dutch or his CIA crew any at all, but we'll have to wait and see when that comes out. And that's actually supposed to be released February 5th of 2020. So make sure you mark your calendars. That's again February 5th, 2020 for Predator Hunters 3. So it doesn't have a pre-order yet, but make sure that you also go to TFAW, thingsfromanotherworld.com, because Alien vs. Predator Thicker Than Blood has a pre-order. They also uploaded issue number 2 for their pre-order list. I have to make sure I definitely do that later on this evening. But that's going to be something that's definitely on my list of things to do for later on this evening. So pretty much also, I don't know if anyone talked about it as well, but the company Mega Constructs, this is from last month, they do a lot of things like Halo. They do pretty much blocks or mega blocks, and I guess because of a certain issue with their name, they changed it from Mega Blocks to Mega Constructs. And what they're finally releasing is a Predator version of their Heroes line. And I really can't wait to see this come out next year. More likely this will be during a toy fair. And I'm really, really excited about seeing this. Let's see. So pretty much there's that. There's also, of course, there's the accessories. You get the backpack, the cannon, the gauntlet, everything that's attached as far as there goes. You also have their aliens if you're a Xenomorph fan. They are found at Walmart, and there's different variants. Like there's a bloodied version. There's, of course, a few other things. But if you are at your local Walmart, they should have it, but they also have Star Trek, He-Man, and Aliens. And I think this, again, will be coming out in sometime 2020. I'm not quite sure which. But this is the size that you should be getting for the Predator line. And I'm really, really excited about getting that. Now, the other thing I was want to talk about last month is that currently there was that Predator VR virtual reality arcade game. I'm not quite sure if they're still going to do it at an arcade version. I hope they do. I also hope they do both an arcade and well as an at-home version of it. But here's the trailer for what we'd expect from a VR game for Predator.
We've got a situation in Central America. We sent a rescue squad 2 days ago, but we've lost contact.
Whether you are the hunter or the hunted, out here, if it bleeds,
Grab the biggest gun you can find.
you can kill it.
I don't think that thing's from around here.
Predator VR.
Now, I know the graphics are kind of going to be hit and miss, but I don't normally play games for the sake of graphics. I usually just play games for the fun factor. A lot of people liked Alien vs. Predator from 2010. I still play it, even though it takes me like 15 minutes to beat it, and the campaign is all programmed. You already know what's going to happen before you walk into a room, or vice versa. But overall, it's still the fun factor of playing it, replaying it over and over again. You just change things up a bit based on how you kill, how if you can survive, depending upon what strategy you're going to take, things like that. Now, the other thing that I was going to talk about as well is Prime 1, and Prime 1 is killing it with Predator right now. So currently right now we have the Assassin, or the Samurai Predator, and this is based off on that comic book that's the same current cover. So I really do like the Samurai Predator. I love how Prime 1 actually made it 10 times better than the comic book version. So you have the staff, you have the blades, you have his helmet. I love the diorama, absolutely. I have to have this piece. Now, I may not be able to afford it at this current moment, but he is definitely something I want to get down the line. And hopefully there's something where I can get the Life and Death Predator. I think it's Crack Tusk. I do plan on getting the busts. I plan on getting the statues, all from Prime 1. I even plan on getting some cool props as well. So there's just going to be a lot of things from Prime 1 that I cannot wait to add to my collection. And I love how you can see the Predator lettering all over the helmet. So I love that depiction as well. It's just something that I think Prime 1 definitely knows what the Predator fans are like. They definitely know what they're definitely getting themselves into. And you can tell the cloth is mixed media. It's a real loincloth, and that's what I really like as well. Now, I don't know if there's an exclusive version. I don't know if the spine itself is an exclusive version of it, but I definitely like it, and I can't wait to add it to my collection. The other thing was they also had the Assassin Predator as well, that 1/4 scale. And you pretty much tell already that this is the 1/4 scale, so you have separate heads. The heads, I think, are already standard. The bloodied Fugitive Predator head, that's going to be exclusive. And then you have the Predator Hound, and that was again from last month they announced it. And I think this particular rendition of the Predator Hound is a lot much more uglier than what we actually got as CG in the movie. I wish they would scanned this into the movie to have it be a little much more uglier and rough in texture and in detail. But I think the one in the movie was a little bit too smooth for my liking. It just didn't give the reality to it. So that's just my thoughts. And then you can see here with the Fugitive Predator, with the Assassin and the Hound, 2 scale. They're all 3 of them are 1/4 scaled, but you want to make sure that with the Assassin Predator, he's taller than the Fugitive. So even though he's 1/4 scaled, he's still going to be about maybe 28 inches or so in comparison to the 18-inch Fugitive Predator statue. So this is pretty much what it was as a tease from Prime 1 as far as the Samurai Predator. So I thought that was pretty neat that they finally announced it. Now what's also really cool is NECA kind of hinted at the 29th anniversary of Predator 2 this month. Wouldn't it be cool if there was some sort of special collection for the 30th anniversary next year? So apparently NECA is going to be giving us a very special 30th anniversary Predator 2 collection. I can't wait to see what it is. I'm curious of what it is because I have to wait an entire year for that to even come to fruition. So we'll just have to wait and see what NECA will tease us with, or sometime they won't show us what it is until probably around September, October. But I am glad that they hinted that we're definitely going to be getting something. They're not going to say what for the Predator 2 30th anniversary of that collection. So that's really, really awesome. So the other thing that I wanted to touch on is fig pens. I don't collect fig pens under any circumstances, but in relation to everything that's going on for fig pens, I know that they're popular, but this is just simply a fan art, so I want to know what your thoughts are. So let me comment down in the comment section. If in fact fig pen was to get the license for Predator, would you as a buyer collect a fig pen for the first time if you are a Predator fan and you have a glow-in-the-dark variant or just a regular comic book style fig pen? Would you actually pick up a fig pen for yourself, or would you just rather just not even bother? Because I think the same thing with regards to the Funko Pops. I wasn't planning on getting any of the Funko Pops, but as soon as 2013 was released, they announced the Predator. I was like, okay, now I gotta get the Hakaris, now I have to get the Funko Pops because it's Predator, and it's gonna add to my collection. So if Figpin is watching this and they actually decide to get the Predator license, I highly, strongly recommend it to getting a comic book style Dark Horse Comics Figpin, the extra large. That would be pretty sweet. But that's just, my thoughts. So the other thing as well is a lot of YouTubers right now are going under COPPA, or the Child Online Privacy Protection Act. I don't think my channel will be affected by it, because if you look at my age demographic, 18 and up is about 29% of my audience. 25 to 34 years of age is about 45%, and the others 35 to 44 is about 17%. And I got a very small percentage of 65 and up at 7%. So I don't think that I would ever see this, made for kids set by YouTube. I don't think that's something I have to worry about. And the reason for that is because my demographic, as you've shown, or I showed you, is 18 and up. It's pretty much based on an intellectual property that is for mature audiences. There's blood, there's guts, there's foul language. There's all kinds of things that are seen within the movies. Each movie that was released was PG-13 for AVP. Anything in between, such as Predator 1, Predator 2, Predators, and The Predator, was rated hard R. So everything that I do here on this channel is not for money making. I can't make money on this channel. I don't tend to. This is just a hobby for me. And everybody knows that. Even 20th Century Fox knows that. So that's where I think that's where I'm drawing the line, because I don't want to earn money off of this. It'd be cool, but I know with the logo that I use is trademarked. Everything as far as I use in my videos are all trademarked and copyrighted. So I just use it to pretty much tell you as a viewer what's coming out, what my thoughts are on it, and that's where I draw the line. But overall, I think that's pretty much what I like doing. I enjoy this very much. I enjoy collecting the Predator franchise, and I'm just really, really excited to, based upon everything that I showed here, what everything is going on. So if there's by any chance anything else that I've left out, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification. If there's anything else you'd like to know more about my channel, I'll make sure all the links that I give for the comic books are down in the description as well. I want to thank you for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything else, again, leave me down in the comments. And until then, happy hunting, and I'll see you next week.